okay to use an A4?
What's that? What's that?
I'm saying, is it okay to use an A4 size sheet for this?
I mean, I'm going smaller. As you can see, this is 5 by 7 or 18 by 13. I'm not sure I would go I don't think I would go that big. At least divide it in half. We're going small. Remember, we're still practicing this idea of sketching. So going smaller is better. If you want to do it bigger, you can totally do it bigger after class. But my recommendation would be to, during class, to go small. So this is, what is it? It's 18 by 13 centimeters. You don't absolutely have to do that. I just picked 5 by 7 inches because that's an easy size to frame. And then, so yeah, so we're working small. You can see that this paper that I'm working on is smaller than this. It's not the same size. We're not trying to match the size. And I was thinking about what to mark here. Perspective isn't going to be of super help to us, but it'll be a little bit of help. One of the things I wanted to do was mark off. We're not going to do a full grid here, unless you really want to, because we're sketching. Yeah, okay. But I did want to mark off kind of like halfway points. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Wow, that's amazing. I just totally eyeballed that. Got it right. So here's the halfway point. I'm just doing one sort of layer. And then here, let's see that. 11. It's kind of good to know where things lay in the quadrants, right? So I can see kind of where this window goes. So if I came over here and found the halfway point, I'm going to do this lightly, very lightly, but that's pretty light. I know it's hard to see here. Hold on. I don't want to put too many pencil marks on my paper. This is what I'm going to show you, actually. I'm going to mark it on the sides. This is what I do a lot. I won't actually draw the line. But I'll do the marks on the side and in the middle so that I know where everything is. So like here, so this is the halfway point. Here's the top, here's the bottom, here's the sides, right? So one of the things we see is that kind of half of this space is taken up with this wall here. Everything else is kind of crunched. I was looking to see if perspective will help us. It's not so much because the wall is coming out. There's like a kind of curve at the wall, it's coming out. But I can show you a couple of things that I think will be helpful. One is that if you'll notice, the bottom, this bottom one goes up and then the top two go down at steeper angles, right? Which tells us what about these things? Anybody remember? What does it tell us? It means the horizon line is somewhere here in this area. Oh gosh, that's hard to see. Sorry, here, hold on. Right? Because this is coming up and these are going down. Anything that's above the horizon line is going to go steeper. So these two are down lines. These are up lines, right? That means this is below. The other thing I noticed as I was kind of just coming across here is that the stairs, is that right? Even here. The stairs start out kind of straight on the top, but they end up kind of angling a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah, as we go down, they kind of angle. Can you see that? How they're starting to angle a little bit? So as you're sketching, that's something to keep in mind too. No, it's hard to see here. Hold on. Where's my silver? My silver will show it. Yeah, there we go. I'll give you some beginning lines to start with. Yeah. So these top three are kind of more straight, indicating they're closer to the horizon line. Let's see, this is an important line to get in. Obviously, this is an important line to get in at the beginning. Right. This is an important line. There's an important line. Let's start by sketching in these orange lines first. You can use your, oh, damn it. I got oil paint on my, God. Sorry, give me just a second. Oh, that is so annoying. Hang on. Give me just a minute. I'll give you guys a little bit more time. If you want to, you can get started on the sketch. I'm going to need to obviously switch this out. Ugh. Well, that's irritating. Let's see. Oh, I see. Okay. Definitely. Oh, it's on my ruler. That's the problem. I'm like, I thought I cleaned this off. This is the problem with teaching watercolor and oil painting at the same time. Same time of year. Go ahead, and if you guys are ready, you can start sketching. If you want to wait for me, give me just a second and I'll reset this up. I have, oops, still. Huh. All right, I'm going to find another ruler. I'll catch up. Has anybody got a chance to either catch the abstract art classes or get the videos?
No, unfortunately.
They're pretty great.
Of which one, Leah?
The abstract art class?
No, not yet.
Videos. You'll love them. Don't let that wait too long. There's a lot of things that I think will help a lot.
I want to suddenly listen to a color one. I was
What?
annoyed I missed, but I realized too late what was going on.
Yeah, it's a new class, so got to get it in the mix. Yeah, the color one was really cool.
Does the clinking in the background annoy you? I'll get on silence.
What clicking?
We're not hearing it.
It's Sunny playing.
Oh no, we want to hear that.
Why don't you put Sunny up for a second so everybody can see her? I'll spotlight you. Here, hold on.
Well, I don't know. Well, now she's attacking a rug.
There she is. Show her to us.
Hello.
Hi, Sunny. I just love that, like crazy look she's got. It's like so cute.
So happy all the time.
I know. Sunny's a great name.
Yes, it is actually.
It suits her. She's just like, hi, world. Can you believe it? Like, she doesn't know. She's only been around for 4 months. Think about everything she doesn't know. So cute.
It's always weird to think it's their first summer in their life.
Right, right. Everything is so truncated for animals, right? Okay, here we go. Wait. Oh, I guess it can be okay. All right.
Eat, play, and sleep. That's the world for her.
Hey, that's not bad.
What was that, Diana?
Eat, play, and sleep.
Oh, that's it. Yep.
Yep.
And love.
A little puppy break.
Oh, you know what,
Hi,
guys?
Nina. Huh?
My chipmunk, I had to rescue him this morning.
Oh.
He got caught in the cat's nest. The cat scared him. And he put his head through the first net and there's a second net and he couldn't get out. So I got on a ladder.
No.
And he felt so good in my hand. And I don't know if he was going to bite me. I managed to dislodge him, but unfortunately, as soon as he was free, he jumped out of my hands on the ground, which was a long way, and then scurried away. So I wish he hadn't dropped from that height, but I think it's okay. I wish I could have like petted him and reassured him better.
You know, Sandra, I have friends who adopted a squirrel that had broken its leg and they had taken it in, and it's like a pet in their house now.
Oh, that's so cool. I've seen stories like that on Facebook.
But
I could never do that because the cats, you know.
Yeah.
But I give him almonds.
And by the way, the dog in the car wash is about the funniest thing I've seen in a really.
This is so funny, yeah? You thought it'd be like dangerous for him, but he loves it.
Oh no, it's just, yeah, no.
A smart street dog, eh?
I love it. Oh my God, was that funny? Just finding the halfway point here. I'll be joining you in just a second. So I'm just catching up again. How's everybody else doing on your sketch? So you see here, instead of drawing the whole thing, I'm just kind of putting in the marks so I can see the edges of the quadrant, but I don't have these lines cutting through. And because of that, I can see that I can see that about here is where that wall's, maybe a little bit further out. I can see that about halfway. Of course, this will differ if you've got different proportions than me. So you'll need to kind of judge for yourself. Yeah, about halfway is where I'm going to put this line, and then I'll sketch in, right, the top. And then kind of right next to it, I can draw this line, which comes a little bit below the center. All right. Okay, that's actually tears it. Every single one of my rulers has paint on it or pastel, so I'm just gonna have to freehand it. So I can draw, so here we've got this, and then there's this, there's the wall. right? So notice, like, our proportions all may be different. Oh, I can see. This is a little tricky to see. Yeah, there we go. Here's my line. Okay, then I want to do a line here. So I'm getting my kind of outer boundaries first. If you start working this business first, you're so screwed. I mean, I don't mean you personally. I mean, you're just screwed. You're going to make everything too big. Now I kind of know where my my pieces lie. Because notice how much of your, here, I'll draw this line in so you can see it. Notice how much of your stairway kind of comes in on this quadrant. See that? So we sketch in our biggest, nope, did I get that right? Nope, made it too wide. Notice how easy it is to make things too wide. One of the things that's really important to me is that you guys see my process, and I just realized this is too short, is that you guys see my process. You see how often I make errors, right? So I never practice these because I want you to see really what it looks like to correct. It's as important for me that you correct as anything else you do. It really is. Okay, so you see I've got these are my pieces first. If I don't get these in, I'm not going to get anything else right. I'm not going to get these arches right. The other thing I want to do before I get really into the details is I think I want to mark out here on the edge. I kind of want to mark out where I think the windows start and end. So you'll notice there's a little space, like there's this little space between window 1, and then there's this little, here's this little space. Here's window 2, right? There's another little space between window 2. Window 3 kind of comes right up here, window 4. So you see how I have my little plan out? And so let's see, what can I use? I will use, by the way, last night, it was just the hardcore people who had their own projects. So we never drew this. So we might draw this in drawing class tomorrow, I was thinking. So if you want to do that and then, you know, watercolor it or whatever.
That's the donkey, right?
That's the donkey. Yeah, I thought that would be really fun.
Not going to waste.
He's not going to waste. Yes, never. Donkeys, never. It's a donkey and a baby, actually.
Really? A baby human?
A baby donkey.
Oh, okay. No, we like baby donkeys.
Oh,
we know you're. All right. By the way, Sandra, do you want to share your great news?
Oh, yes. So yesterday was the last day of my treatment. So I'm now cancer-free. I'm in full remission, and 9 months of treatment finally over. So I don't have to go to the hospital today. So I'm very, very happy. And thank you for all your support and all your kind words. I'm very happy.
I just like, honestly, I thought what you wrote yesterday on Facebook, Sandra, was really apropos. Like, wow, it's like just this moment you're allowing yourself to really feel the gravity of that situation.
Yes, I think I just didn't want to go there, you know.
Well, you couldn't.
I just had to do it.
I don't think you could. Yeah, I don't think you could and get the work done.
Exactly. I just had to not think about that and just do it. But it suddenly hit me.
Mm-hmm. So The other thing to remember, you'll notice I'm kind of edging into these arches here. I'm not really doing them yet. I'm actually doing, I think that's a good idea. I'm actually doing straight lines straight up. And then I'm gonna build my arches into them. I think that's an easier way to do it. So remember that one of the things as you're pulling this out, is this helpful, you guys, to be watching? As I said, I'm just sort of dealing with it the way I would deal with it in my own practice. I can see that it kind of curves out a little bit here, right? So see what I mean? How I know it's a little tricky to see some of these lines. Then I can erase that line. And this second one, we can actually see the top of the arch. Oops. It's just really easy to get too big. And the second one, it kind of leans in like this. It goes a little straight and then it comes down. Maybe that's right. I might have to correct that a little bit. And then the third one, if I drew a straight line up like this, the third one is even steeper. I can use my envelope to figure out where the third one, where the top of the third one is. It's like here. See how I was able to do that? And yep, this comes up like this. So I can actually check and see. Oh yeah, actually that's not too bad. So I'm kind of inching towards the things that are a lot of work. I'm gonna erase this here. And then of course there's this one here. Notice how small and scrunched this window is and these compared to these two. It's because these are further back. Go ahead and I'm going to stop right here. I'd like you guys to send it to me, or if you want me to keep going, let me know. I don't want to go too fast is my point. Here, hold on. I'm going to take a picture of where this is right now. I should have done that sooner. I was trying to figure out if these went to the same vanishing point or not. I kind of figured the horizon line might be around here. If that's the case, I was like, do these all go? I mean, really, the thing is, these go to the same vanishing point. Horizon line's down here, but these do not go to the same vanishing point. They go to a different vanishing point. That just might be, see that? They just don't go to the same place. Maybe they would if like I just drew this further enough out. So if the vanishing point is here, yeah, I guess they kind of do, but then do you? Ah, all right, I guess this does work, which shows me something. Shows me that the horizon line is about, actually shows me where the horizon line is. Here. Things are skewed by the, so here's, this is the, let me get rid of this. I think the horizon line is about here. Would make sense. Right, which means this goes here. This will also go here. Here's our vanishing point. Kind of works. Yeah, okay. So actually that works all right. Right? Here's our vanishing point. Horizon line is about here. So what does this mean? Vanishing point. Oh yeah, but see, this doesn't work at all. This top one goes. Maybe that's the problem of the camera. Maybe it just needs to be corrected. Uh-huh. There we go. Okay. So yeah, the horizon line is about here. And I actually figured that out by following the vanishing points, which means that everything above the horizon line on this side of the wall is going to come up to this one vanishing point. Everything below, below is going to come up. Everything above is going to come below. Kind of helpful. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. So go ahead and send it to me when you're kind of when you're at the point that I am, or let me know if you're ready to move on. Let's see.
I think maybe my stairs are a bit too high, actually.
Yeah, bring them down bring them down a little bit, and then you can redo these, Anya. So I'm not seeing, let's see. This is a tricky one. I don't think these are correct either. So erase these lines and get your stairs in the right place, and then I think we'll be able to. So Needy, this needs to be thicker, right? Bigger space between these two. I think, I'm just checking. This needs to be a little thicker. This needs to be thicker still. This is taller, look at it. This piece is taller than this piece, which is taller than this piece. So these get gradually smaller. Also, this is a little bit more straight. Meow.
That's a happy Leon.
Also, oh, good. Also, I don't think this line, Needy, is correct. I think you've got it up too high. I think you've got it like this. So check your angles on this one. You can check your angle by holding your pencil out and then checking it against your drawing. See, did I get that angle correct? Not bad though, you guys. It's tough. Toshween, let's see. Yeah, Tosh, these definitely, this definitely doesn't look right. So number one, this needs to be thicker, but number two, this needs to be thicker. Check your angles. Hold your pencil straight like this, and then come over and see. I'll get there. You know, you're drawing this before I'm doing it, you guys. So, yeah, Natalia, this is more, a little bit more than you've got it, but this needs to be steeper. This is thicker. So you guys notice when you're jumping ahead, you're not really, Rashmi, I'm going to say the same thing to you. Notice when you're jumping, this comes up too high, Rash.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys erase these, because you're jumping in and it's, I know it's hard to get, but like everybody's kind of missing this part of the exercise. So now I'm going to see if I can help you in some way. So I know that let's see, I know that my horizon line is down here. So if I go here, I'm actually adding in my horizon line. Maybe there. And then I'm going to start with this. Okay, so I know this starts up here, which means this has to be higher. I'm going to start with this. I'm showing you the drawing. So actually my horizon line's up a little bit higher. Right? So my horizon line is here. This goes like this. This means I'm gonna, whoever's doing that, I'm gonna mute.
Yeah, your video, I don't know, your drawing is looking.
Yeah, I know it's a little blurry. It sometimes happens. Hold on, I'll get it. Okay. It seems to happen, somehow this camera loses its focus. It's a better camera, but it loses its focus. All right, and so yeah, better. Here, so I'm sketching these in so you can really see it. And I'm scooting this over just a little bit. God, yeah. Okay. So I don't know if you can see this, but I did actually bring everything to the same vanishing point. So right here, which means this one is also going to do that. See that? So instead of trying to, yeah, so give yourself a vanishing point. It's like kind of below maybe where the first and the second stair would be. That's how you're going to do your lines. And then I can do this as well. I see if you can see, I'm lined up here with the vanish here. I'm going to scoot this just a little bit this way. I'm lined up here with the vanishing point. I'm staying at the vanishing point, and then I'm just moving. See that? That's going to be a more accurate kind of depiction. Annika, this doesn't look right. This does not look right. This one looks pretty, the bottom one looks pretty good. Use the vanishing point technique. That means that your ruler, your straight edge stays here on this vanishing point. So find out, like, say where these two meet, and then that's your vanishing point. Run it across, that's your horizon line. Run it across, and then everything else will line up here. I thought vanishing point wouldn't work on this, but I think it actually really does. Then, haha, really, I'm just forcing you into more drawing lessons, right? You're welcome. Then I can get my pot kind of in here. I'm sort of doing little clumps of leaves that I see, not too much, but little dark and light clumps. I drew a line straight across here.
Well, yeah, that made all the difference. So
I know. So you know what it is, you guys? Just tell yourself you have no idea. You can't judge the angles, right? We don't know, right? Until you get better. Like, so when you're getting to the point where Jessica is, where you're like, where she can do it in her head, right? She doesn't need a flat surface. She doesn't need a photo. She can do it from life. You'll be able to sketch those in. But yeah, you need to sketch in your vanishing point. Isn't that interesting? Ah, why is my thing going? Okay. Yeah. As we get further along, okay, and up here, actually, I'm going to make mine just a little bit steeper. I know the vanishing point, the rules are a good thing. I'm going to make this a little bit steeper. Yep. We can't really see, we can see the edge here. This is actually kind of important. We can see the edge here, right? Like a little cube. We can't really see the top, the floor here because we're looking below, but we can definitely see the plant. So interesting. And then up here as well, we can just basically see little pot, plant. And then in here, it's kind of green. Here, I'm gonna get rid of this line because this line goes straight across. In reality, there's a third line here. Right, and then we can add our stairs in. So the stairs are like straight up and down. Now remember, the stairs are gonna get bigger as they come towards you. Also these lines, so lines are gonna start kind of spacing. Let's see. A little farther apart. So you can see I'm sort of sketching. I'm staying with my little outer line, this line here, and then I'm sketching kind of up against it. And bringing my straight line out just a little further each time. Also, notice that as you get closer in, you can actually see a little bit of the top of the stair, which I'm drawing basically by drawing one, you know, like a cube. It's probably a little too extreme. Probably just these two. If I wanted to get in and get some of this, I could. There we go. Yeah, and that's probably, I'm going to take a picture of this with the vanishing point so you guys can see it. Oops. Here we go. Okay.
My puppy has collapsed.
Oh, she's a sleepy little baby.
It's
Sleepy little baby.
not enough. Not enough sleepy.
Not enough sleeping. All right, while you guys get there, speaking of babies, I'm gonna go check on mine. I'll be right back. He's outside.
Oh, you woke up? No, that was not here. That was in Leah's house. Honey, quiet.
Hey, did I catch it, Sandra, that Lion is feeling better? Oops. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. I want you guys starting to think about.
Now we can't hear you.
Okay.
You're still not there.
Hang on. How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So I want you really paying attention to this. I know it's easy not to, right? Things that are closer to us, particularly regular architectural things, are thicker, wider than what's up here. You guys are making these the same. They are not the same size. This is wider. taller. This is smaller. Also, these are not equal. They're not parallel. One is, the higher up you get, the steeper the angle goes, right? So these are not parallel lines. This is slightly flatter. This is slightly more steep. This is steeper than you think it is. Let's see. Oh, Rashmi, good. I still think this is slight. Well, let me check. I'm going to check it now. Good, Rashmi. Great. You used the vanishing point, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
it, the difference, right?
yeah.
Olga, do you still doesn't? Let me check. Yeah, you're still. Did you use the vanishing point, Olga?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's okay. Also, this guy's a little bit higher.
Mm-hmm.
Your pot of flowers is a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job, you guys. Great corrections. Rashmi, good job. Anik, I'm going to tell you the same thing. This should be thicker, right? It looks to me like you used the, did you use the vanishing point here?
Yeah, but then I may have lost it, by the way.
Right, this is taller, right? Because it's closer to us.
Yeah, I already corrected it.
Okay, you got it? All right, then here I am. Then ignore me. Okay. Good job. Boo, all right, Kitty. I might have to take him out again. Come here, hey, give me just 1 minute while I round up the animal. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Yeah. No, you want to go outside. You want to go outside. You want to go outside. I love you so much.
Hey, Julia. Julia.
Oh yeah, who just did that? Yeah, Nina, that works. I feel like, Nina, this needs to be a little thicker, so you need to take your top line higher. And
okay.
The same with this. Remember, these are not parallel lines. This angle is not the same as this one. Okay.
Okay, I use the vanishing point. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, it should be also. Yeah, I think you put your vanishing point in a slightly different place. I'm checking it just to see. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I just think you. Oh, I see what the issue is. Fix your arch up here, Nina. It's too round. There we go. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right, not bad, Natalia, not bad. But also make this, if you're using the vanishing point, this is what it looks like. Here's what I mean, Nina, this is what it looks like you did. Here, you just went too low. See that? It's really too low.
Okay.
You need to go up higher. Not as high as what's happening right here, right? But not as low as you had it.
Okay. Using the vanishing point though, right?
Using the vanishing point, yes.
Okay.
The vanishing point is a remarkable thing, isn't it? Good
yeah.
job, Needy.
Yeah.
Good job, Needy. What did you say, honey? Sorry, Nina. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no. I'm really glad you're doing this lesson because
it's an amazing thing. Well, it's an amazing thing, the vanishing point, because you think it's one way, but when you try to eyeball it, you just can't get it right. It's so hard. If you put your vanishing point, your horizon line in, you can figure out where that is. It just makes things so much easier. I know it's sort of weird. All right, I'm gonna erase all my extra lines here. You just have to love the construction. Can you see that in the front here, I've kind of done these clumps of flowers, of leaves that are lighter and darker, right? So I've got some, the pot is quite dark. There's a medium kind of shaped leaf here. There's a clump of leaves here. I'm trying to highlight out. You can add in a few. The flowers we can really see in the front here the most. Interestingly, that's probably what you loved about the, there you go, Annika, better. This is still a little too narrow. Bring this line up a little bit and then you've got it. Good job, you guys. Great job. Wonderful. It's funny, I was looking at this and going, I don't think this vanishing point thing works. And then I tried it and I was like, oh yeah, it totally does. It absolutely does. All right, so I'm going to move this. What colors do you, you know, before I get started with the palette, and I definitely think this will benefit from a gray mix. So we're going to try a gray grisaille, a special one. What colors do you all see in here, like paint colors or mixes? Does anybody have any thoughts?
Red, yellow, blue.
That's boring. You know what I mean. More
Yellow ochre.
Definitely yellow ochre is in here. Yep.
But also rose sienna.
Rose sienna or burnt
Raw, like raw sienna.
Raw.
Raw
You
sienna.
say raw.
Raw sienna.
Raw.
Yeah, perhaps.
Raw sienna. Yeah.
Perhaps raw sienna. I see a little quinacridone here. There's a touch of viridian green. So and everything has this kind of purpley goldy cast. So my thought is that we're going to start with a mix. I'm going to start here so you guys can see. Let me clean out mine.
Are you doing this in watercolor?
Yeah.
Ooh.
We're going to do a gray mix over the shadow areas, but I want the gray mix to be mixed from purple and yellow. I want our gray mix to be mixed from purple and yellow. So let's see here. I'm going to try mixing a little bit of, just checking here, I'm going to test ultramarine blue, quinacridone red. No, sorry, that was red. So I'm trying to mix the purple. If you've got a purple, you can use a purple, but most of us mix our purples. So that's ultramarine blue and quinacridone. And then I would like to add a little gamboge or yellow ochre, whatever you've got. That one? I'm testing it. Kind of reddish. I might make it a little bit more blue. Oh, I kind of like it. So I don't know if you can see this mix. I'll show you. It's quinacridone red and ultramarine blue, making quinacridone red, blue, making a purple. And then the purple being mixed with a little bit of yellow ochre or gamboge, making a gray. There we go. So here, I'll write all these down and send them over. So twin red plus old blue equals purple plus gamboge or yellow ochre equals this kind of gray. I'm going to test one more thing, which is interesting. So I think on the side, all right, I'm just trying to decide where to put the grays. Once you get this gray, this is what you're going to use. It's so difficult to put everything in the screen. There we go. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up just a little bit more.
Your Payne's gray won't work here.
I want something that's, yes, because I want something, I want a gray that's warmer and more yellow. So no,
Okay.
no Payne's gray.
Okay.
I mean, let's put it this way. You can do whatever you want. But what I'm doing is this, and here's my reasoning.
Okay.
I know, there's no getting around the mixing, you guys. I'm sorry about that. I know it's mixing is hard.
Leah,
Yes.
I have violet color with me. So if I add lots of water to it, it can give me a shade of purple color that.
No, that's
Okay.
not what I'm talking about. I want a gray. I want a purpley gray.
Okay.
I want a kind of yellowy purpley gray. So just adding water to, I know what you're doing. And mix. You've got to, no getting around the mixing. Embrace the mix. Embrace the mix. So you want a yellow in there, and what you really want is a yellow ochre, kind of mustardy yellow. If you don't have that, of course, just use what you got. So you see, I've got this. So this is going to be this kind of gray. And then on this side, I'm going to get that kind of purpley gray. Not in here. I'm not going to go into where we're not going to go in here yet because I'm not convinced that we don't need a really bright yellow. And here, as you can see, so this is this purple. I'm going to mix a little bit more. Here, actually, I'll mix it over here so you can see it. I'm mixing a bit more. This is my purple. Here's a bit of yellow. I'm testing it, right? Although I know it can get a little bit darker when I get in here. Yeah. This is a gray, but everything is influenced by the yellow. The yellow is kind of purveying all the way through. So even in the shadow areas, we want a little bit of yellow. Our gray. What else do I want this? Kind of working right now. I'm working around these. I'll get to these in a second. Definitely a lot of this is in shadow. I keep finding I have to get a little bit more blue in my color once I mix it. So don't feel bad if that's the case with you. Don't feel shy to mix. Notice, although this is a beautiful glowing piece, how much is in shadow. Notice this, how almost everything really is in shadow, except for just the light coming through the windows. Oh. A little bit lighter up here. And then with what's on my brush remaining, I'll brush in the sides here. I'm trying to decide if I want to do the blues, the stairs as a cooler blue, because they definitely look more blue. I will say, if you want to with the stairs, you can use Payne's Gray. Or if you need to mix it, it's going to be quinacridone red and viridian green. So it's slightly cooler. But if you've got Payne's Gray, you can use that for the stairs. It's a cooler, if you can see, there's this nice, one of the things that's nice about this composition. Here, I'll put this color, let me get it in, and then I'll put this color combination in as well. So if you want to use Payne's Gray for your stairs, go ahead. I'm mixing viridian green. Yeah. So that the stairs have a slightly cooler. Remember, this is still pretty light. We'll get in our darks later. We'll start getting light, darker later. So Payne's Gray for the stairs or viridian green. Here, viridian green plus red. And then, here we go. I'm going to take a picture of this. So the stairs are a little bit bluer and cooler.
Leah, so for stairs, we need to add more of ultramarine blue to the existing mixing that we have done, is it?
You could use Payne's Gray if you have it. Do you have it?
No, I don't have gray.
All right, gray, Payne's Gray, not green, gray.
No, I don't have gray color with
you don't
me.
have the gray? No, you'll want to mix a different color. I just sent it across. It's green and red to make it gray.
Okay.
Yeah, don't, and if you want to, you can add a little bit of blue in there. Good questions, you guys. Really great questions. I am appreciating that you're applying I'm appreciating that you're applying the principles that we're learning. You're like, even if I'm like, no, I'm still impressed that you're using it. So we've got this kind of gray happening. Go ahead and send them in if you want, or I can go on to the next stage. It's up to you. I think this is a fun part. I was just testing different color yellows, just smack. So I've got a mix of lemon yellow and yellow ochre here. See, it's kind of a bright sunny color. I'm watering it down a little bit. And then once my gray here dries, I'm gonna put in a bit on top. Just a mix of yellows. This is gamboge for me and cad yellow. So you'll see how pretty this is. Notice I haven't done anything in here. There may be a little bit of gray in here, but I'm not. This wall, I think we can get away with. Adding this kind of yellow mix on top once the gray has gone. And it, yeah, there definitely is. I'm gonna try a couple things. I don't know if I have raw sienna, Ani. I'm gonna check now.
Oh,
Definitely a warm yellow. Sorry, I know I'm talking to myself. I'm like trying to figure out what I want to do with this light area that's still kind of got gray bits. I think we're gonna start with a light yellow wash. So this is just cadmium yellow and a little bit of gamboge or yellow ochre mixed in. See this kind of sweet sunny color, very watered down. We're going to come in here and do a wash with just that. No gray. We might add gray in on top, but we want to maintain this kind of brightness and lightness. So this is no gray, it's just warm yellows. And the question is, do I put like more this on top? I think we're going to leave this for now and come back to it. And then,
Leah,
yeah.
which color did you use on this right-hand side wall? Just gamboge on top of this right
I
side.
used gamboge and a little bit of cadmium yellow mixed together.
Okay.
And very light Can you see that, how light that is?
On the opposite side, actually, right?
Oh yeah, this is just a little bit of gamboge or yellow ochre on top.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of mixed. Yeah. I've been adding a little bit more in. I have got a little too dark here, but I still think it's okay. Maybe if I had done it differently, I might have made this yellow too. But I feel like this is so much grayer than what's happening here. Okay. So you'll notice everything's still very light. We're not really going dark until I can get these. We get sort of the base colors laid in, and then we start going darker. So my next suggested color mix is going to be pink. I'm playing around with the red. Okay. So I'm just going to say a very light, cool pink. You'll notice I've switched to my little brush. I'm layering in.
Leah, on the left-hand side wall, which are the colors that you have used? Because I have yellow ochre and chrome yellow.
I don't know what chrome yellow is.
I don't have cat yellow.
Is it warm or is it cool?
Okay.
Chrome yellow.
It has to be warm, to be honest.
It's warm? Then mix it in. You want it warm. You want warm.
Okay. So I can mix it with yellow ochre, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Great. Yes. I'm so proud of you guys. Your questions are amazing. Getting it. So I don't know if you can see this here. This is kind of a, it's just a quinacridone red rose for the flowers. Kind of lightish. Funny, like the flowers against this wall are really what we pay attention to. If you look at how little space they actually take up. It's funny the things that, oh, sorry guys, I will get it here. Oh, Diana, very nice. Oh, Needy, lovely colors. You guys, these are great. Olga, very nice. You maybe went a little too dark here. But that's okay. It's not going to kill the painting. But just be aware of that this is pretty dark for what it is. It's actually hit by light. But I like how you got darker going back up here. Very nice. Needy, really nice. Ani, lovely. Diana, nice. I think, Diana, you're... Oh. Did you guys see this? I totally missed this picture of Sleeping Sunny. That's great. Here. And it's okay if your colors don't look exactly like mine. You know, I mean, we're all mixing slightly differently. We're all layering. I'm just trying to get you guys into the idea of using grays, right? Using gray and mixing your colors rather than just taking colors out of the tube. If you do that, I'm super happy. I'm like the happiest person in the world as you problem solve this. How, you know, using whatever colors you have, like Nini's like chrome yellow. All right, we can work with that. These are nice. You guys nice, very nice. Olga, make your pot bigger. Why is your pot so small? Here in the bottom, this thing is huge. Look, it takes up like, it's almost all the way up to here.
gonna go and get some paint. I only have blue and white in the kitchen.
Nice.
I hope we don't have.
Oh, that's why your base is blue. Also, it's a good base to try for acrylic. You'll notice Diana can get a lot more. There is also a fair amount of blue in here, but I want to be careful that we don't like layer too much in. But Diana can risk that because of risk that. She can put that blue in because she can wait till it dries and covers over with acrylic. But we know that everything we put on top will mix with these. So we have to be a little bit more careful in watercolor, right? Make your pots big. This pot is big in the front. Look at the size. Here, it's like twice the size of this one. And then once again, twice the size of this one before. Sure, Dee Dee, that'll work. All right, I'd like to add, you want me to wait a little bit? I can wait a minute.
Yeah, can you see mine?
This is a bit dark. Can you get these drips out, Rosh? The pink
Okay.
drips?
Yeah.
Just pull them out. Too dark. Otherwise, things look good. I really like how your purples are starting, your sort of blues are starting to come out. Very nice. Okay. I'm gonna wait just one more second. Actually, I will give you a break and go like get myself one more slight cup of coffee and then I'll be back. Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Great.
we can.
Great. By the way, I think it's important for this group to know that if you want to do more painting with other people, every Thursday morning at this same time, Diana opens up her Zoom channel for a free paint. So for this group in particular, it's a good one because it's after work for you guys. So I would highly recommend you do it. I'll have Diana post the Zoom link. It's not my Zoom link, it's another Zoom link. But if you want to just paint together, it's a really great way. Nice, you guys. These are looking great. Good job, Nina. Good mixing. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wonderful. All right. So I would highly recommend you do it. I think it's a great, I think it's great to have company while you're painting. It's not, you know, it's a free paint. It encourages you to kind of finish projects that you start in class or whatever else it is you want to do. I just think it's a really great option. So when Diana comes back, I'll ask her to put that up. Right now, we're going to start mixing some dark colors. And I'd like to work with the base, this base of flowers here first, because they're actually, you know, among the darkest parts. So I'm checking here. I'm going to mix it. No, it's a little too dark. I'd like to see a kind of greenish layer. Yeah. So it's going to be like a viridian green with a touch of quinacridone in it. You want it to look a little bit, we're layering this on, right? We want a little bit of green. So take a little bit of viridian green, a touch of red in it. Notice I'm with my small brush now. And oops, sorry, you can't see any of this. I'll show you again. So I'm mixing a little bit of viridian green and a touch of red, testing it down here. We're layering our darks on slowly. I want this to look a little green, so it can kind of lean more on the greenish side rather than trying to make a pure dark. And then let's add that green in. And up here, there's kind of a few little stems you might try and leaves. You might try and add that in. Over here. Notice it's still pretty light. We're going to layer on top with darks, but I just wanted a green layer in there to get some of that. So your green is not just green, right? Your green is also, we're working around our pinks. And then there's a shadow here as well. Get that in. We're not at the top dark layer, but we're at the green layer, the sort of medium green layer. And I can come in here and do that same thing. You can see there's a little bit of a pink bit here. If you want to add that in, you can. Or you can just make it all kind of greeny gray. We're going to go one more layer up at least, maybe two. We have to get dark enough. But you can see the edge of the pot here. I did want us to have a little bit of green that can kind of stay. Now also there's this beautiful cool green outside the window here. So I'm using a little bit of red in my green, but even more so up in here. Put that in too. If I want, I can brush that in a little bit here. Diana, are you here?
Yes.
Would you be willing, I was just telling everybody that particularly this group would really benefit from the Thursday open studio class because it's at the same time as this. And
Yeah.
there's not as many classes for Europe as they are for the US. So could you put the Zoom link to get into that Thursday open studio when you get a chance? Not like you don't have to do it right this moment, but I think it would be neat for people.
Leah, so I'm doing my dog. I'm not very happy with it. I don't know whether it's at that stage where I think I've ruined it.
Okay, let me take.
I'm going to send it to you. Thank you.
No more monkeys. Send it to Brett.
Oh, I love that picture. It was so nice. The monkey picture of Charlie was so nice.
The monkey picture. And did you think it was weird, Diana, when we were talking about the monkey that we never
No,
saw?
because I knew that Sandra was doing that monkey with a long tail. So I was just.
That's right.
Oh, she got around to it.
I haven't. Yes, that's right. I haven't done it, in fact.
So no, I didn't think it was strange at all.
But you didn't think it was strange we weren't showing it to you?
No.
Right.
Well, I thought you were getting shy about
it. I know.
Yeah. Sorry, Leah, I'm having trouble finding the
that's
WhatsApp.
okay. Take your time.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I've done it twice.
All right, let's see here. So I think the only issue you've got, Sandra, is that his nose needs to be, remember.
Yeah, the nose is not finished.
Yeah, okay,
But,
then. So
I mean, the
nose,
whole thing is not finished, but.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at proportions is what I'm looking at.
Oh.
So the only thing I'm looking at is proportions. And as usual, it's real easy to get the nose in the wrong, right, to make it too far. So what I see is this nose is like a little box, right? Just like that, the fist coming towards you, right? We box out the front of the hand.
Right.
And then, so I just feel like you've made it a little narrow and a little bit longer.
But I've made it what, sorry?
A little narrow.
Oh, really? Good, because I can widen it, but I can't narrow it.
Exactly. So you can widen it. So think of this as a little box, right? With lines leading to it. And then measure, it's one little box from top to bottom to like the top of his eye line. So when you're looking at this, if you can see, 1, 2. So from the bottom of his mouth to the top of the little blue part, the blue light part of the nose, you go directly up. No. The eyes, it kind of lines up with the top of the eyes. So box, line up, and then everything else looks good to me. So that's the only thing proportionally. So it's just too narrow.
So what I'm more bothered about is the painting.
Oh, I'm not bothered by the painting. Why are you bothered by that? You're just at the beginning.
So there's that jawline, which should have been a hard edge.
You haven't really got it in yet. Get your nose and get your boxed in nose in the right place.
Right.
And then you'll be able to add your jawline in.
I meant the jawline, this one.
No. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
This one here.
I know what you're talking about. But you can't get that in the right place to get your nose in the right place.
But it,
right? And fortunately it's light, so you have some room to play around with where that jawline goes. So
but it's
really
dark. I'm talking about the dark.
You just don't know where the nose, you just don't have it in quite the right place yet. So when I say boxing in the nose, I mean right? This shape is really almost like this shape,
Right.
right? And then up here is where the top of the eyes are. And then you can bring in like maybe nose like this, right? Maybe white part of the nose like that. And then jawline comes in relation to getting that nose correct. So I would just say correct the nose first.
Okay.
The rest will follow.
Thank you.
And what I'm trying, and Sandra, this happens, I see you do this again and again. Here, not again and again, but this is a common mistake you and other people make in the class. And that is that we forget that this part of the snout, because it's coming towards us, is a slightly bigger, boxier shape, right?
You know, I had it right in the drawing, but because it's dark, I lose the drawing.
Right, right.
And then I'm...
Right. And then you're like kind of lost again.
But I'm lost here.
So just remember that when things are coming towards us, they are bigger than we think they are. And I think that's why people make like snouts too narrow. The snout is always coming towards us. So it's a little bit bigger. That's what I would
Thank you.
say.
I thought I'd made it too big, so that's...
Nope, you're doing good. Nope, you're doing good. All right, this is looking nice, nice, meaty, good. All right, now we're gonna start going kind of darker in areas. Let's see here. So I'm going to start bringing more blue into my background here. Perhaps ultramarine blue with a touch of burnt sienna. Let me see what happens there if I do that. Ah, darn it, stay up. Hold on. Wipe off this. You guys can see the mixing. Okay, so this is ultramarine blue. This is burnt sienna. What is that one? On top of the purple. Oh yeah, I like it. So ultramarine blue and burnt sienna will go, and these, particularly as it gets kind of darker up here. That was a little too dark. Make sure you use a little bit of water. Make sure you test. Right, we get pretty dark back up here, and it gets a little bit bluer. It's okay if your watercolor is not evenly applied, and up here it's a little bit lighter, kind of closer to the window. So I'm going to keep this light. So see this right where this line comes in? It's a little bit lighter because it's closer to the window. Yeah, I like this blue next. I think it's going to work out well. Obviously, the ceiling kind of stays the way it is right now. But definitely this, bringing in this kind of blue-orange mix to go on top. Now, there's a little, I don't know if you can see it, but here there's a little bit of a light ledge. So you want to keep that light and make the rest of the ledge kind of dark. Notice I'm working around the stairs right now. We'll deal with those separately. Notice is that as we get here, it's a little bit lighter. So I'm using a more washed out version of the color here. So now this is starting to stand out against this, right? This is starting to look darker. I might even do one more layer. It's pretty dang dark. So we're layering kind of alternate layers of gray. One a blue gray, you know, the bottom one was kind of a purpley gray. Don't overpaint your ceiling. Your ceiling needs to stay a little bit lighter. And if I want to, I can bring a little bit of this dark into here as well, kind of where my pot is, where the shadow is. A few strands. Leave a little bit of that green, but kind of overlay some dark on top. We could go back in and darken our pinks too later, but see how this dark is really showing up as dark against the gray background, against the wall. So we want to make sure that this dark, I'm just using more of this dark, more blue and burnt sienna kind of here. Now we're starting to get a little bit of depth. I'll take a picture of this. Nice, honey. That's beautiful. Now start getting your darks in there. I think you're going to really like it. Beautiful. Good job, you guys. I know the stairs are super light and this is really light, but I want us to make sure we get our darks in first so we're able to gauge our lights kind of against it. I'm so glad we decided to do this. Hey, do you guys want to do those flowers from that Emma Thomason posted, the poppies in the field next? It's this one. I also really like that frog in the calla lily. This one.
Leah,
Yeah.
have you gone with the same color, ultramarine blue and burnt sienna on the pot as well after the green?
I did. Yes. Good observation. I did. Yes. Not covering up all the green, but obviously it's quite darker here. Let me take a picture to show you. Natalia, that's beautiful. Just keep on bringing that dark down. Notice you can bring that dark. Yeah, great. Rashmi, I love how you're tracking this. I feel your mind working, and it's a wonderful, I feel your mind like just whirring as you're tracking all these colors. Yeah, it's wonderful. Look here, you'll see it's kind of dark with little bits of green coming through. And obviously my pinks need to get darker, but I wanted to get my darks in before I did that. I know there's grays in here, but I wanted to kind of maintain the lights before I added in other colors in these light areas, that we didn't kind of lose our light. And I'm thinking that maybe that same blue could also be used in the stairs. Let's try. Either that or burnt umber. Ultramarine blue and burnt umber. Right, so the stairs, the bottom of the stairs each has this like strongish dark part. Kind of goes up like this. I know it looks a little bit oops right now. We'll fix it. I wanted to get this in. I know we have to get darker on everything else, and then it's kind of dark here, dark shape. And then with a little bit more water. So this is also that color, Rashmi. Same color.
Yeah.
We're bringing burnt umber and either, burnt ultramarine blue and either burnt umber or burnt sienna, either one. You kind of bring in to get like, I'm bringing it in down here too. I'm watering it down a little bit, right? So I've got a dark, so my stairs are darker. And then I can read.
Yeah, sorry, what this dark color is? Because I lost a bit.
Which one?
Like on the walls, the one you have on the walls now.
This is burnt umber and, this is burnt sienna and ultramarine blue.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, yeah, just lay it right on top. Don't worry, I don't expect you guys to remember all this. Just keep asking. I'm happy to repeat. And now I'm kind of able to come back in and darken a little bit as I'm getting everything darker. And don't worry, if your watercolor looks a little watery, that's actually okay because it kind of recreates the modeled wall. If you want to, you can also just go one more layer totally dark on the stairs and then make your next layer darker, right, in the darkest areas. You go back in here. Now we're just creeping darker. Slowly getting darker and darker. I still feel like there's more kind of yellow here. I wonder how that works. kind of like that. So I'm going over this last edge with the light yellow kind of gamboge layer because it seems lighter and oranger here. It's more blue back as we go back, but here it seems sort of lighter. So burnt sienna. If you want to, you can also brush that yellow color over the top of these guys. It can't hurt. Right now you've got your base layers and you could get a little bit of the gamboge or the burnt yellow ochre kind of everywhere. Give it a little sheen. It's looking nice. It's starting to look kind of nice. And then we'll deal with this wall, which is the trickiest part. My God, we've got almost the whole time. It's amazing. All right, we're gonna go a slightly bit longer because I want you guys to have enough time to finish this, but I'm gonna stop stalling and start figuring out what to do with this layer. I do see burnt sienna in here, maybe a little raw sienna as well. I don't think I have that. If you've got it, you can try layering it in. What I do see is a little bit of orange. So I'm actually mixing a little cab red with burnt sienna. I want to layer it lightly. I don't want it to be too dark, so I'm getting a lot of water on this. Let's see, yep. Kind of, oh, that helps. Kind of spreading it up. And then I'm thinking I might just do kind of more yellow in stripes. Kind of bringing that in over the top. It's amazing. I'm just being wimpy. I don't want to get too dark. So I'm taking burnt sienna. I can see as I do this, I need to go a little bit darker on my background. On my side here, so I'm adding in more a little bit of burnt umber. The trick is not to go too dark here on this part. So you see I'm darkening what's around it so that this reads a little bit lighter but has a little bit more variation.
What's the color you're using right now?
Here I'm using a little burnt sienna and a touch of cadmium red, and then some more bright yellow kind of up at the top. Here I went back to burnt umber and burnt sienna for the dark to darken the side here a little bit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then I might take some of that burnt umber and burnt sienna, a lighter version, and put it up here, very light, because here it's really kind of gray. And then it gets kind of lighter and yellower as you come up. So then going over to more of that bright yellow. Yeah. So my last kind of steps are going to be to put in some darker pinks. Right, where my flowers are. I want my flowers to be this darker. So this is just some burnt sienna, some cadmium red, and then a little bit of cadmium yellow up here. And I get a little bit darker as we come around the flower bouquet. This is more of the burnt umber mix. And this is some burnt umber, but burnt sienna kind of up here in the gray, making a kind of gray. Because if you'll see, it's kind of gray here and here as well.
Let's do that.
If you want to experiment with other grays, you're actually completely welcome to do that. Of course, you're always welcome to do whatever. And then it's just kind of going back and darkening with various, right? Like going in with your, now you can kind of work with the colors you see. I'm coming in here and darkening my stairs kind of at the base here. How are you guys liking this piece? It's challenging, but I feel like you're all doing a really admirable job. It's kind of fun though, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah,
I screwed up a little bit, but I'm not gonna be bothered.
You can fix it, right? Oh yeah, actually that's looking kind of cute. Still want a little bit more unity, so I might take.
Okay, what do you want? What do you want?
I want to play, mommy. Play.
You want Felix? No, no. No. Okay. Hey, no.
When you say no and giggle like that, I think she's going to learn to think that no is yes. Oh, look, mommy's happy. No is a good word.
I'm just trying not to be loud and also for her that she doesn't, it's just a matter of being
Oh yeah,
fun.
no, totally. No, I'm just teasing you, Diana. I think it's really cute. It makes me really happy to hear you giggle like that and play with her. It's really darling.
It is nice to have that going on.
Yeah. So just keep on working this. We're at the time, but let's go a little bit longer. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go a little bit longer. I'm gonna send, let's see. Ooh, like that, Olga. I like how you're maintaining your glow, your warmth. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. Structure your stairs a little bit more. Use a skinny brush and kind of get in these strong lines here. Right, top, that'll help.
Okay.
Oh, Nina, I like this. So Nina, darken in here. Right? Darken in here. Yes, yes, of course. It's wonderful. But you did good. And Nina, I feel like you kind of went with your natural mark making, kind of a loose, soft mark making, but still some structure. So I really appreciate that. I think that works out. I think that worked out really well. These are great, you guys. Killing it. I don't really want to move us to figure yet. You'll see. I'm kind of more in the zone of continuing to work this way for a little while. I think you all are learning a lot, but I want to make sure we're doing subjects that are interesting. So I did think this one would be kind of cool. I did think this one that Emma sent would be really neat. Would you all be up to trying that next week? Don't all speak at once.
The poppies, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a good challenge. They look easy, but it's in a field with other flowers and some whites there, and I think that would be a lot of fun.
I'll do whatever.
Awesome. I like the concentration. We got fierce concentration going. Oh yeah, I could probably pull out a little bit. Darker here.
I'm going to send you where I'm at, and I think I'm going to have to bail out.
It's looking good, Diana. Keep going. This is looking great, Anik. How do you feel about it? Are you feeling good? Anik. I like what I see. These are wonderful. Let's go a few more minutes. Diana, we will see you hopefully tomorrow or Sunday or sometime.
Yeah, I think Sunday, maybe tomorrow too. And then in a couple of weeks, I'm starting puppy classes on Saturday, so I'm out.
Annika, this is looking great. Just keep building up your darks, right? This is looking great though. Great, wonderful. Just keep building those darks up in here and down in the stairs. Yeah, now don't be shy. But I like the mark making. I like what's happening here.
Okay.
Wonderful. This was challenging, but I think you guys are like, I'm so proud of you. By the way, very soon I'm going to be opening a gallery on my website, a sort of student gallery. Any work that you do, and I'm taking off the, look at that. I'm taking off the tape just for the satisfaction. And look at that. Ah, it's finished. Wonderful. Try the same yourself. Send it to me. Oh, there you go, Rashmi. Now just keep pushing your darks, hon. Here in the stairs a bit. You can push this a little bit darker. You know, you can see now that you've built up your lights and your flowers, and this should be more, oops, I can see I froze there. This should be darker, right? It's not so green. You want to get that ultramarine blue and the ultramarine blue and burnt umber, or burnt sienna, burnt umber in here to kind of like push those darker. You can leave a little bit of green, but like, so just keep pushing the greens. You also may want to narrow your thing on the top. Do you see how it's a little bit too wide? Look at how this comes almost to a point. And you can totally do this, Raj, because that's light. So you can just bring your dark in. Look at how, right? So you've got this happening, right? So all you need to do is bring your dark in here a little bit. Yeah, good. Good job. Nice, Needy. This beautiful. Keep pushing your darts. I'd like to see a little variation in this. That area, not so straight. Oh, Natalia, yeah.
Celia, which are the colors that you have used for the extreme left wall?
Burnt sienna and a little bit of more Gambo's yellow in kind of a burnt sienna.
Burnt sienna and yellow.
Yeah, yellows.
And on the extreme right, which has some blackish, yeah, this one.
This one, I mean, there was a gray underneath. I haven't really done anything, but I probably, that's a good question. Let me do that now. If I was going to do that, I would do a little bit of more of the original gray, which is that purple. See how I'm kind of brushing that in? It's that purple and that yellow mix. I'm bringing it in on top. Purple and yellow mix from the beginning of class. And then, yeah, you could maybe take a little bit of this and bring that in here too, right? Not too much. Yeah, actually, I really like that. That's that purple. So we have a little bit of gray, not too much. Natalia, this might be my favorite thing you've ever done. It's just.
Oh, really? Thank you.
Are you happy with it? Look at how Natalia's, by the way, these are all looking great. Look at how her stairs kind of disappear into the mark making. See that? And see how that adds to the feeling of falling apart. You see how her mark making is really conveying that? I love it. It's partly accidental, right? Anya, this is doing great. Just keep pushing your darks. There's a big dark area here, Anya, where the pot is. You just have flowers and greens. There's actually a dark
But don't you think it's too dark where I'm in the other areas? Because I think maybe I went a bit too much, but whatever.
No, I don't think it's too dark in the other areas. I don't. Oh, I see. And you lost your, this should be darker over here, in fact. No, I don't think it's too dark.
Yeah, I didn't do that yet.
Okay, got it. So keep going. You're going along. So get your dark in here. No, believe it or not, it's really dark here. That's really dark. That's why these show up so much, because these are really dark. You didn't go too dark. Don't worry. Anik, that's looking pretty good. I like it. Darken this area a little bit, honey, with a little bit more of that original purple mix. I think that will help. I like how your flowers are sitting just beautifully. And Anik, don't be afraid to go darker in here, right? Particularly go dark where the light areas meet the dark areas, right? This is a fairly light area, light area, light area. These other areas around it should read as pretty dark. The darker they read, the better this looks. Olga, very nice. Darken in here.
Yeah, already doing this.
Yeah, you're already on it. Okay, awesome. And then leave some ragged strokes. Your strokes are all very, I know you added structure because I asked you to, but notice that there's also a nice raggedness to the marks going up the stairs. The one going across is straight, but then going up, it's a little bit more raggedy.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So that it's not too, you want structure, but not too much. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, sure.
I like this color of the gray that you've got here. It's really pretty. And I feel like you got your sides, which were really challenging, you got really nicely. Good colors. Good job, you guys. Let's just keep going. This is kind of fun. like the testing paper as much as I like, here, I'll show you. I think I like my testing paper on this one as much as I like my painting. Right? Look at the test marks, so pretty. Maybe I'll just cut this out and frame it. Sell it. Ah, we're gonna do this next. These are so fun, you guys, honestly. Yeah, Anya, you're doing great. Don't worry about it. This is looking better than you think. Nice, Rashmi. Nice, nice. Oh, beautiful. Very nice correction here. I like it. Just continue darkening, light area, right? Look at the areas where, look at this photo again, and you'll see how many dark areas there are, and look at how you can continue to darken. And yeah, very nice. Good job.
Yeah, I'll drop out. I'm really hungry. I need to have my dinner.
Do it, do it, do it. I know. Great work, everybody. We'll, here, hold on. I'll stop here. Olga, that looks great. You got it. All right, hold on. I'm going to just, I'm going to remove the spotlight. I'm going to stop.